now, Lynn. So let's look at the question that I gave you yesterday. I gave you two questions, right? One for the balanced design model and the other one for unbalanced design model. So the question is, how do you observe that this is a balanced, this one is unbalanced, right? In this situation, we've got three treatments. We've got brand A, brand B, and brand what? C, right? So if these are treatments, right? And in each treatment, how many observations do we have? We've got 5 observations, right? We have 5 observations. We've got 5 observations. That makes it what? A balanced what? Design model. We're saying N1 is equals to what? Is equals to 5. N2 is equals to what? To 5. N3 is equals to what? To 5. So in each treatment, we have got the same number of what? Of observation. That's what we call what? A balanced design model. So it will be discussive. If you've got a answer, you can unmute your mic and then you speak, because it's more of a tutorial. It's not a lecture. I'll be guiding you to say what is expected and what is not expected. So the first question was to state the analysis of variance model, right? And the assumptions required for its validity, all right? So who can give us how you can write the model? Anyone? The model, guys, I've got 15 participants. Who wants to start the model, guys? Let's make it faster so that we save our data.
The model is Yij is equals to mu plus the treatment effect I plus the error term Ij. Mu is the constant mean, which is the grant mean, and then the Ti, these are the treatment effects, and then the Eij, this the error term.
Yeah, continue. We're in the right direction. Continue.
Okay, the assumptions.
No,
the
you had
error
said
term
what? Just hold on. Just hold on. You had said Yij is equals to mu plus tau I plus the random error term Eij, right? Explain to us, what are those parameters?
Yes.
What is Yij? What is mu? What is tau I? What is Eij? You need to write it down. You write the model, right? You write the explanation of the parameters. So you've given us the model. So can you explain those parameters to us?
Okay, so Yij, these are the observations for which I represents the treatment, and then J represents the observation or the number of the trial.
Did you? Yeah, of course. I think you mentioned the somehow. You know, sometimes you overlook some of the things that are very important when you're writing, right? You have mentioned some of the things when you talk about the model, right? So you talked about tau I. Tau I is the treatment effect, right?
Yes.
And then the Eij is the random error term, right? Mu is the treatment mean, right?
Yeah.
And then you said why? And then you said Yij is the observation. Isn't it the response observation? There's a difference there. Just to say an observation and the response what? Observation.
Response observation.
Is it? So you write the model, guys. Yij is equals to what? Mu plus tau I plus Eij, where Yij is the response observation mu is the treatment mean, tau I is the treatment effect, and EIJ is the random error what? Error term. So don't assume that I know what you know in an exam, right? Make sure you write everything so that I don't assume. Thank you so much, Tapira. Let's have somebody to give us assumptions. You can mute your mic. Thanks. Someone to give us the assumptions. Yes, Petro, you can raise your mic.
Okay. Saying the variance sigma squared is assumed.
Raise your volume. Raise your volume. I can't hear on my side. This side. I don't know others. Yes, Petro. Are you using your phone?
Yes.
Put your phone on a loudspeaker. Yeah, go ahead now.
Yeah. So I was saying the first assumption is that the variance sigma squared is assumed constant for all levels of the factor.
Yes, one. And then the second one.
The second one, the model errors, that is the random error terms are assumed to be normally and independently distributed random variables with mean 0 and variance sigma squared.
Excellent. So if I'm to say let's discuss in a layman, what does those things, the assumptions that you have said mean? Can you explain to us? Pedro. Hello guys, I want somebody who would explain to us to say, okay, when I'm saying error terms are normally distributed, what do you mean? And how can you check that? Pedro, can you unmute your mic so that we can talk? Pedro has decided to go. Okay, so if you are saying error terms, right, we can easily calculate or obtain error terms from the model, right? So when you get the error terms from the model, right, we can always construct a histogram, and then we check whether is it symmetrically distributed, since we're saying the error terms must be what of the model must be what normally distributed. And then we can always plot for the variance sigma squared. You're saying the variance sigma squared is a constant, so which means it's not changing over time, right? So you can plot the observation or the response observation versus the fitted values, right, from the model, and then we can plot that. And then if the graph doesn't show any pattern, we're saying the variance is what is constant over time. So it's very important for you, if you're coming up with the model for an organization, to make sure that you validate those assumptions. Don't do a method without validating the assumptions, because it may fail. If it fails, which means you have failed. Therefore, the blame goes on you. Right. So now we're done with that one. Then now we want to estimate the mean, estimate the parameter mean and the treatment effect, right? So for us to estimate the parameter mean, right, we need yi dot, right? So what is yi dot? It's the summation of a particular treatment, right? So I would want somebody to give us y1 dot, somebody to give us y 2 dot y3 dot. Yeah, you done these calculations, guys, before we did this? Yes, go ahead, Lynn.
My total, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can talk.
It's 17.94.
It's 17 forward. It's y1.
Y1. Then 22.38 for Y2. Then
You said 17 point what?
0.94.
0.94.
Then 22.38. Then 24.9.
Then y3.
24.98.
24.1.
98.
And 8. Yeah, thanks so much. Is there anyone with a question on getting those values? Don't be shy to ask, because the exam will not be shy to you. Okay, next, let's go to somebody who volunteers to give us, or somebody send a chat. Let me see. Okay. Right, next, let's look at y1 bar, y2 bar, dot, right, y bar 2 dot, y bar 3 dot. So may I have a volunteer, especially on the opposite gender, from Lynn? Now I want the lady. Rutendo. Rumbi U1. Can you give us y bar 1 dot? Rose.
Say ndakakulaita kubva yepa y2 iyo it's
Yes, what?
4.476 and then next year it's 4.996.
Last one.
Ndatanga yepa B, yepa brand B kanzi y2 then ndatanga nayo. Yeah.
Brand A.
Yepekutanga ndiyani kucalculate.
For brand A, it's 3.588.
3.588. Then brand 2.
It's 4.476.
And then for brand 3.
4.996.
Excellent. It was Primrose and retained. Right. Then what is the overall mean? Let me hear from the opposite sex. Or what is the from who gave me? It's Lynn. Lynn.
Say.
Lynn.
Say.
What is the grand total?
The grand total.
For
the means.
The grand total.
Grand total.
You can go ahead, Rutin.
It's 65.3.
You got y1 dot and 2. You got y3 dot. So now we are saying, can you get y dot? What? Rutin, you said what?
65.3.
$65.3.
Yeah, it's 65.3. Yeah, there.
Lynn,
Say,
right? You got y1 dot, right? You got y. Yes, I'm explaining to you. You got y1 dot. You got y2 dot. You got y3 dot, right?
yeah.
So for you to get y dot dot, we are summing those observations that you got.
Okay, yeah.
That's the grand total.
Okay.
And then Primrose, you talked about y1 dot, y2 dot. Sorry, y bar 1 dot, y bar 2 dot, y bar 3 dot. What is y bar dot, which is the grand mean?
13.06.
13.06.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So we've obtained our mu. Any questions, guys, from here? I found all my marks in exam. Right. So we've calculated the mean, right? And then now want to calculate the treatment effect.
Sir.
Right. So treatment effect, that is what? Oh, yes.
I have a question.
Go
So
ahead.
per mean yedu, ati edema mean is than to divide na 3.
Which is 3.588 plus 4.473. Yes, it was supposed to be divided by 3. Ananzan, period. You gave me
the total.
The total of means. Yeah, that's what she gave me. She gave me 13.06.
But no vatas one say katika divide to 4.3533.
Yeah, 3.37.
For mean, right? It's y dot dot, right?
Yes, sir.
Over what? Over n. Right? What is y dot dot? Y dot dot is 65 point what?
65.3.
Right?
Yes, sir.
65.3.
Divided by 15. Divided by 15 is what?
4.35333.
Because n is 15 by 3.
Oh.
4.3533.
4.35.
Primrose.
No confusion.
Say.
Primrose.
Say.
Where did you get 13.08? You see 13.06.
Nda edema mean ese. Ma mean atawana.
Where did you get it?
Abamsura.
Was divided
Nda
by 3.
eda. No, there's no divided by 3.
Let me see. If you divide by 3, what happens?
So about 4.3.
4.353, right? So you're supposed to divide that by what? By 3. What on Primrose, right?
Yeah, sir.
Do you get it, Primrose? Because the individual means that you had obtained, you divided by 5, right? So it's key on that. You guys, make sure the first questions that you start, make sure you score them. Because if you fail at that particular point, that means you fail to get the treatment effect. You get it, Primrose? You would have failed everything.
Yes, sir.
So now,
yeah.
Now the next thing is to calculate the treatment effect, right? You're supposed to write the formula. Every time you do any step, write the formula. In some situation, that formula has got a mark. If you miss it, you may not get all the marks. So every time you write something, make sure there's a formula that you're having there. So tau I is equals to y bar minus y bar dot dot, right? So I want somebody who would give me the formula for tau 1 hat, right? And give me the final answer for what? For tau I, sorry, tau 1 hat, which is the first treatment effect. So what is the first treatment effect? Now I want a guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
No,
Okay, tau.
Lynn, just wait. There are more guys. Yes, go ahead. Who is that? Bethel.
Okay, tau 1.
Go ahead, Bethel.
Okay, tau 1 and the formula is tau I is equals to y bar I minus y bar where treatment is. So tau 1 is 3.588 minus 4.35333, which is negative negative 0.765333.
Bethel, we missed you.
Okay,
Can you repeat what you said?
Ruguti tau 1 is y bar 1 minus y bar, right? So y bar 1 is 3.588. Then
Okay, bar
minus,
only. Can I correct you?
yes, sir?
Okay, can I correct you there? It's not y bar. It's not y bar. Right? It's y bar dot dot. Do you get it?
Okay, all right. So it's
And then when you're writing your tau 1, even when you're writing your tau 1, right? You should write tau 1 hat. If you miss that hat, it means that you're saying it's a true parameter. But what we are saying is it's an estimate of the sample, right? Of a population, sorry. So you need to say tau I hat. That's how you should write.
yes. So
Yeah, go
it's
ahead, Bethel.
tau y at 1 is equals to 3.588 minus 4.3533333, which is the negative 0.76533333. This is it.
Bethel,
Yes, sir.
what is your y bar? No? What is your what is your y bar 1 dot?
Y bar 1 dot is 3.588.
And then your y bar dot dot is what?
My Y bar dot dot, that is for grand mean.
Yes.
It's 4.53333.
So when you're going to separate, what you get?
Negative 0.765333.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Next, tau I hat. Let's hear from a lady now. There's Michelle and Tapera. Anyone, one of you, I think Michelle, she hasn't said anything yet.
Sir?
Yeah, go ahead. How can you get the tau I2?
The reason I hasn't been saying anything is because Michelle is closed. Me, I'm closed. Let's
see. Okay, I'll come back to you, Tapera. Let's hear what Michelle says. Michelle, she's gone. Michelle.
Okay, tau 2 hat is equals to y bar 2 dot minus the grant mean, which is the y bar dot dot. So tau 2 hat is 4.476 minus 4.353333, which is equal to 0.122666, which is 0.1223 to 4 significant figures.
Yes, I think in our exam we round off to what, to 4 significant figures. That's what it's very important for you guys to note. But usually we round off at the end of the answer. Suppose you have got your mu, right, which is recurring. You write it as it is. You write your y bar 1 dot as it is. Then you round off at the end so that you are not affected by the rounding off error. Then now can I hear from the other gender, which I mean Dylan. 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 You've muted the mic again. You unmuted and then you muted. Yes, go ahead, Dylan. Oh, Kevin wants to say something. You can go ahead, Kevin.
All right. I want to talk about tau 3i. So I said it's what? It's 4.996 minus 4.3533. To get
Just give us the formula first.
The formula. The formula is tau hat 3. It's equal to y bar 3 dot minus y bar dot dot. So my y bar 3 dot is 4.996. Then I subtract my grad mean, which is y bar dot dot. That's 4.3533. Then I got 0.643. Are we still together, say?
Yes, thank you so much, Kevin. We are done with the tau i's. So the next thing, now we want to perform.
Sir.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that we are going to approximate our final answer. So in this particular case, would our final answer be our tau I, or would it be something else along the line?
Okay, I think if you have, it depends if you have worked the question. If you have worked the question and you realize that this question doesn't require you to calculate tau I, right? That means it will be the final answer, right? But suppose you realize, okay, it's something like, for example, mu. Mu, sometimes you may have to use it over and over again. Like I'm sure when you're looking at what called LSD, if you're doing LSD, would need also to continuously use what you call this y bar 1 dot or y bar 2 dot, y bar 3 dot. So you don't round off there. So you round off if it's the last time when you are giving the answer.
Thank you, sir.
Is it clear, Dylan? Perform the analysis of variance. We want SST, right? We want SS treatment. We want SS what? SS error. So let's get the formula first. You write the formula first for SST. What's What's the formula for SS? Let me hear it from. Yeah, it was what? Let me get another lady here. Yeah. You've said something. I want. Yeah, Chapter can go ahead.
Tapera.
Yes.
Okay, the formula for SST is
What is the formula for SST?
summation. It's summation from I is equals to 1 to A, and then summation from J is equals to 1 to Ni, and then Yij squared minus N squared, and then Y bar dot dot squared.
Okay, Millicent, let me ask you. Okay, let's repeat what you have said, right? All right. In relation to this question, what is our A, and what is our Ni?
In this case, our A, these are the number of treatments. So our A is equals to 3.
Then what is our Ni?
Our Ni, we have, it's, our Ni is 5 for all the treatments.
Our Ni, small letter A, it's 5. So you're supposed to use that 5. Right. So when you're writing, try to relate with what is the general formula.
Say.
So you would say summation from I squares to
Say.
1 up to 5 Yij squared minus what? N Y bar dot dot squared. You're squaring Y bar, that is, you're squaring the grand mean.
Say.
Right. Yes.
Ndanduda kugadzirisa utapera pane
Go
pati
ahead, Dayo.
pane pataura natapera pafomula yeSST.
Yeah, go ahead.
A square n uyu, of which we are not supposed to square n.
I said the grand mean squared. We squared the
Yes,
grand
that's true.
mean only.
All right.
It's